Hello and welcome to another video. This is Voorhees Retro 81 and welcome back to the Heretic Let's Play. Right, without further ado, let's pick up where we left off earlier. We'll just get the old stop clock going. Cool. Okay, so as you remember, we were on level 2, which is the dungeons. Well, just to show it off for a bit, I'm going to use the, what is it? The dragon, I think it's called the Dragon Claw. I might be wrong. I can't entirely remember all the names of the weapons, but the weapon that we picked up in the last episode that I didn't switch to because it's not my favourite weapon. It is kind of in effect. I think I can do that. Yep. Cool. In effect, it's a chain gun. Or a minigun. But it's a fantasy version, obviously. And I did notice while I was watching the footage back that we've actually got 2 times of power. So I'm going to pop one of those, and we can have a look at some of the powered up weapons. I think. Oh no. So that just makes it. Oh, we've got another one. Fancy that! I swear I didn't plan it like that. So anyway, yeah. So the Dragon Claw is kind of like the chain gun option, and when you've got it powered up, when it hits, a lot of the weapons when they're powered up, they use more ammo, which is another reason that I only really use a tome of power when I'm facing something particularly heinous. The crossbow doesn't though, so that's something. But I generally tend to find that for the majority of exchanges, your crossbow's a smart bet, and getting used to using it quite well means that you get the hang of not expending tons of ammo for your more powerful weapons. As we get further into the game, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe that we have all of the weapons now that we're going to pick up during this first episode. Now that's the secret wall, and down here in the secret wall is the Wings of Wrath. Now that Wings of Wrath will let us float up here. And get all this lovely gubbins up here. Now the honest truth is that we're probably not going to need... So, which one is it? The controls for the Wings of Wrath, that's quite handy, having the extra armour, but at this point, so you can look up and down in Heretic, which is pretty cool. It's not actually that... it's not something that's that functional within the game. If I ever get around to doing a Let's Play of Hexen 2, Hexen 2 runs on the Quake engine, so the fact that you can look up and down is very handy. I'm not sure why that didn't open immediately. I think that's... I presume you're supposed to... And there's a knight in there, so I'm going to use this just for the sake of argument. That torch lets you see what's going on. And there's the knight. Obviously with the lights out, he could have been very difficult to find and potentially done us quite a few mischiefs. So I think this basically calls the bluff of level 2. That's level 2 more or less sorted. We just got to go down here, pop our way through it. We've got a few golems to shoot, and we should very shortly end up... Oh, imp, sneaky imp in there. So that's the dungeon sorted. The next stage is the Gatehouse. Now this is where stages start to get a little bit more complex, and based on time, we'll probably find that we're cutting off in the middle of stages more frequently. Because unlike Doom, I would say that until you get into like Doom 2 land, even the more complex of Doom's levels, you're probably looking at like, you know, 5-10 minutes tops each of them. I think we've got everything what we might need in here. Let's hop in here. If I remember correctly, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do down here that if you don't do it early, you're looking at going round and round in circles quite a bit. Or maybe not. At least gives you a chance to clear out that bit first before you come down there anyway. I feel like there was a secret in here, but obviously not. I mean, I will openly state that I'm probably going to miss a lot of secret areas. Doom, Doom I'm a bit more up on where the secret areas are, but I'm not really I've never really been 100% a kind of person. I'm always quite happy to just, like, you know, beat the game. So I know some of the secrets, but not all of them. But if I know where something is that's helpful, I will definitely go along to try and point it out to you. Because outside of the general, hopefully fun of watching me blast things and intermittently get scared by stuff that I forgot was there, I would imagine that a lot of people are watching just to get a base idea of how to get through stages, possibly. Anyway, whatever reason you may be watching for, I really appreciate that you're watching. I just want to say a big thank you to the people who I know have posted this around a bit, shared it out. That means a lot to me, and it's very kind of you. We're doing alright. We're not doing too bad now. I've got the old stuff. Oh, I'm low on ammo though, crikey. Let's get the old dragon claw out. Show them what's what. Oh, I need that. Please let me have that. Thank you. Oh. How much more? Not a lot. Ugh. Curses. I'll use this for a while until I'm sort of backed up on crossbow bolts. I feel like there's some stuff around here we need to do before we go in there. Maybe? Okay. I heard something out. Ooh. Once I've got more than one of those, I will show that off. That was one thing that I was going to say earlier, actually, and I forgot to because I finished the level instead. So in Hexen, the game was advanced enough that you kept your inventory from stage to stage. In Heretic, all of it gets boiled down to just one of each item. So you never lose an item full stop, but you always lose any excess over one that you've got, which I would definitely agree with anybody who says that's rubbish is rubbish. It is very annoying, but I tend to, with the exception of bosses and the odd bit of emergency healing on the later episodes, I tend to play without using masses of items anyway, so it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of, for health purposes, until you get to the later episodes, I feel like there's plenty enough of the health files which will do you 10 HP healing. Or 10%. There's plenty of those around, so from that point of view it's not a very difficult game until you get to the later episodes. Some of the later episodes are potentially very tricky if you don't really know what you're doing. And when I first started playing the game back in the 90s, because I didn't... I don't know how I did this, you see. I really don't know how I did this, and I'm sorry to sort of waffle about my own experiences and such like, but back in the day, I didn't strafe. I didn't figure out how to strafe or what strafing was until, I don't know, pretty much until the advent of the internet, really, and people saying, oh, well, you know, circle strafing and such like. I mean, now I strafe like nobody's business, but I wasn't a particularly strategic player back in the day, and I don't know. There's part of me that feels like I'm much better at video games these days than I was when I was a kid, but there's other parts of me that, like, I was much better at making do when I was a kid, for certain. There's an invisible knight in here. Now, the invisible versions of enemies are inherently more dangerous, not just because they're invisible, they also sprout new moves. How do I get that down? I think I push that? No, I push the other one, okay. So, that's the Gatehouse. Oh, and I'm going to call it there. Thanks again for watching. Now, when we do the Gatehouse, I may turn the music off. The reason I may turn the music off is because with my old microphone, yeah, there's a it's not too bad on my headphones, but there's a frustrating little pop on the music for the Gatehouse, which is a shame because all the music in this game is good, but I'm depending on how badly it pops in this little section that I'm recording now of the Gatehouse, I may turn the music off for the next bit of the Let's Play, and then turn it back on when I get into the next stage, if I remember. I say if I remember because I've met me. I forgot that was there. So there's a secret right behind you when you get in there, and I'm going to save again because then I'll have that extra time of power. Oh, you little swine! Well, two can play at that game. I very nearly called him a very naughty word there. I've been doing a Dark Souls 2 playthrough in my own time, and you'd like to think that I've got all my swearing out of my system by now, playing Dark Souls 2 again, but clearly not. Anyhow, I'm going to save again now because I've killed those Goombas. Cool. All right. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I hope you're all well. Peace out.